Good afternoon. My name is Lynn Spencer. I'm the investigator in charge for this accident. I'm an air safety investigator for the National Transportation Safety Board out of our Ashburn office in Northern Virginia. On behalf of the NTSB, I would like to express my sincere condolences to the friends and family and colleagues of the victims of this tragic accident. We are here on site today as part of the preliminary portion of our investigation. We'll be on site for 2 to 4 days. I am assisted by the Virginia State Police, by the Ringgold Fire Department, and the Pittsylvania Public Safety and Sheriff's Office, who have been outstanding support to us here. The FAA is participating in the investigation, as is Textron Cessna. We arrived on scene today, and in these preliminary portions of our investigation, we are looking at our perishable evidence. We are looking at the man, machine, and the environment to determine the facts and circumstances that are a part of this accident. NTSB is charged with investigating every civil aviation accident in the United States for the purpose of determining the probable cause and hopefully prevent accidents from. The information we have thus far is that yesterday, February 1st, around 10:03 a.m., Cessna 310R, 1977, registration number November 622 Quebec Tango, departed the Danville Airport and climbed to approximately 2,300 feet mean sea level before beginning a descent in the southeastern direction. The last radar track we have from our preliminary radar data shows the aircraft at approximately 1,100 feet MSL, heading 154 degrees, so it's still on the southwest heading. That track was at 10:06 a.m. We believe the accident happened probably a minute or so later. For the next few days, we are going to be here on scene, collecting evidence and trying to talk to witnesses. We would very much be interested if any of the community saw or heard anything. If you could please reach out to the NTSB hotline, which is 866-328-6347. Again, that's 866-328-6347. Or if you could email witness@ntsb.gov. Again, that's witness@ntsb.gov. When we leave the scene, we will, the aircraft will be recovered to Dover, Delaware, where we will continue our examination of the aircraft. Since we are at the beginning stages of this investigation, I do not have very much more information. My debris field is approximately 125 yards long. And at this point, if you all have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you. Additional information will be coming out in approximately 2 weeks. We'll have a preliminary report. And approximately 12 to 18 months, the factual report will be issued, followed by the probable cause determination.
When you're asking folks to, that may have seen anything, obviously, maybe between the distance between here and the airport, during the day yesterday, I would certainly assume that's kind of the area that you would want folks to come forward if they saw anything out of the ordinary.
Correct. Okay. That is correct. If anybody saw anything between 10 and 10:10 yesterday morning, anything at all, big or small, would be interested in knowing about that. If anybody has a camera, a Ring camera that might have captured something, I'm very interested in that, and they can email that to the email address I provided.
Do you guys have any indication as to whether this was an error on a human side or a mechanical side at this point?
At this point, we are collecting information. We are going to be looking at the pilot. We're going to be looking at his training, his qualifications, his recency of experience, his fitness for duty, his health. We are going to be looking at the airplane. We are going to make sure we have all pieces of the aircraft. We are going to be looking at failure modes, fracture surfaces. We are also going to be looking at the environment, the weather, the terrain. We're going to look at everything in order to make that determination. At this point, we're gathering facts.
How long have you been with the NTSB?
I've been with the NTSB for almost 4 years.
So in your experience, obviously you've been out there in the debris field checking things out. From your experience, where does the wreckage lie with what you've seen throughout your career?
Well, I'm only here to speak about this accident. This is a very highly fragmented debris field. It's a lot of small pieces that will take us a little bit longer to really document the scene before we start to recover. So recovery will not happen until Friday of this week.
Now when you said recovery, that's the recovery of the plane. Not until Friday this week to recover the plane from the...
That is correct.
Okay.
We want the time on scene to survey everything to make sure we find all of the non-volatile memory that may give us some indication of the engine performance. We want the time to survey everything before we start to recover.
How long does an investigation into something like this typically take?
It's a holistic process that will take anywhere from 12 to 18 months. We have our meteorology people that I'm working with. We have our ATC people that I'm working with. We have structures laboratory, recorders laboratory, and we all, the expertise all comes together contributing to the investigation. And that's a lengthy process. And then we gather the facts and the board makes the determination, and together before that information comes out, typically it takes 12 to 18 months for an accident such as this one.
And there was only one victim, correct?
There was one person on board who was fatally injured.
Do you know, has that person been identified yet?
The local authorities will announce any information about the victim. The pilot was a commercial pilot, and the operator of the aircraft is SOL, S-O-L, Aerial Surveys. SOL Aerial Surveys was the operator of the airplane. Can I answer anything else for you before I get back to work?
Can you say where the victim was found in relation to the airplane?
He was found with the wreckage. The victim was recovered yesterday. Alrighty. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. I'll get back to work.
Thank you for making this easy for us.